In this tutorial, we will discuss the character, talent, and buff controls in WoW Sage. So now you've managed to load your character off of the armory. The character window provides basic information that can be viewed and edited, including your name, server, faction, class, race, and level. You can also modify your skill values for trade and weapon skills, your defense, and your trade skill specializations on the character page. The armory no longer provides skill information, so WoW Sage attempts to predict your skills using information such as your critical strike chance for weapon skill. This predictive skill selection only works for weapons that you have equipped. WoW Sage will maximize skills for weapons that are not equipped. Remember, when loading your character off of the armory, you can instruct WoW Sage to automatically maximize all weapon skills. The armory also does not provide skill specialization information such as Mooncloth Tailoring or Goblin Engineering, and WoW Sage will only predict specializations when an item in your inventory indicates by its requirements what specialization you have. You can modify your reputations from their current in-game values on the character window, allowing you to equip items with faction requirements that you do not currently have. Finally, for classes with alternate forms and stances, the character window allows you to modify your build to an alternate form. Death Knights can select their presence. Druids can select between bear, cat, and dire bear forms, and if talents allow, tree and moonkin form. Shadow Priests with the Shadow Form talent can select Shadow Form. Warlocks with the Metamorphosis talent can select Demonic Form. And Warriors can select their stance. For clarity in comparing character builds, each build can be given a unique identifying name. The various bonuses of different forms, stances, and presences reflect themselves in your statistics, abilities, and rotations. The WoW Sage Talent Calculator behaves as you've come to expect with other talent calculators, with a few exceptions. The different talent disciplines are selected using the tabs along the top of the talent calculator. Rules for talent selection are enforced by the calculator. With the WoW Sage Talent Calculator, it is possible to minimize the ranks in a talent by holding the Shift button while left-clicking, and to maximize the ranks in a talent by holding the Shift button while right-clicking. For spell talents, the WoW Sage Talent Calculator will show the spell text for the current rank of the spell you have or would expect to have if you trained in the talent. Some talents have numerical values that are based on statistics such as attack or spell power. WoW Sage fills in the numerical values for these talents based on your current statistics as derived from your gear, buffs, and other talents. The buff window allows you to add buffs to your character and see the effects of those buffs on your abilities, rotations, and statistics. You will note in the buff source window that your character class appears twice, once for self buffs and once for buffs applied by other casters. When casting self buffs, ensure that you select the self source so that WoW Sage can automatically resolve enhancing talent ranks for the buff. A helpful tooltip is provided in the buff window by selecting the spell that you would like to cast. Buffs from other classes can also be selected, and ranks in enhancing talents can be set to reflect the talent tree of the buff caster. Short-term weapon buffs, such as sharpening stones and wizard oils, as well as shaman weapon buffs, are also applied in the buff window. In the next tutorial, we will discuss equipping new items, gems, and enhancements from the built-in database and maintaining your inventory.